Hello, welcome everyone. Thank you for joining me. My name is Mary, and today is Mask Monday, so happy Mask Monday, ladies. Everyone else who decided to do a mask today, happy Mask Monday to you as well. Well, I'm going to try to get through this as quickly as possible before I completely lose my voice. Yes, again. I do lose my voice several times a year. More times than not, it has nothing to do with illness. It is just something that has happened to me since I was little. And it's happening again. Before I apply the mask, just wanted to wish everyone and hope that everyone had a wonderful Memorial Day. I am doing an evening mask because I did travel most of the day to get back home from visiting my daughter. My grandson's birthday was today, and 12 years ago, he left us cooking for a group of people so that mama could go and bring him into this world. So it was a pretty special birthday celebration for that, because it took 12 years for him to cycle again to have his birthday on Memorial Day once again. So 12 years ago he was born, and now here we are, Memorial Day once again. This time he got to join us. Today's mask is going to be a new one, and I just did an unboxing. I picked these up, I think, at TJ Maxx. These are bubble tea mask, and these are by Annie's Way, and it is mango. I highly doubt it smells like mango, but I'm going to definitely take a look. Nope. No mango scent there. I don't know what to expect because it talks about it being a bubble mask. So not sure what that means. I did stir it around a little in order to get the mask going. And I did not apply any under eye masks because I didn't know how this one was going to react. So it's dripping, which means it has a lot of essence. And I usually try to get these done before I start filming, but I didn't know what to expect and if it was going to bubble on me and if it was going to take me a little longer to apply it and then lose whatever it is that it's going to do. So I decided just to struggle with it because I do struggle when putting on sheet masks. And here we go. It does have a hard plastic to make it a little easier for some people. I will find a way to make it difficult. That's just me, just difficult. So here we go. And there we go. And we do remove the top plastic layer. So that is what I'm going to do now. And try to keep the mask underneath. There we go. And then work my way through that. So here we go, and it feels really nice. It actually does have a very pleasant scent, and yes, I'm looking in the camera as the mirror. Probably shouldn't, but here we go. And I like the way it snugly fits into the face. It kind of almost disappears into the face. I like that. I really like that, because it hugs it very nicely. And as you can see, it almost disappears in there. So there we are. And like I said, I struggle with sheet masks, so this would not be the exception, obviously. But here we are. Feels really nice. Just pulling it over just a slight tad bit. And it does stretch, as you can see. Here we are. I think I'm going to leave it alone now before I end up causing a little bit more damage. So I'm going to go ahead and just apply whatever I have on my hands, on my arms and hands. And I'm going to actually talk about H2O, water, and how our bodies need the water. And this topic actually came about after my FabFitFun unboxing for the summer, because I did have a water bottle, and I also had some of the packets that you put in the liquid IV, which is something that I absolutely love. So I also had the liquid IV, and I had several questions on the in the comment section having to do with water, because I did touch a little bit on the water, and I'm going to go ahead and answer those questions here. I thought it would be a good topic. Other people may also want to know what the response to that, as far as my response to that is, because it is something that is pretty much important. At least I think so, because our bodies are, quite a bit of our bodies are water, and we do need it to remain hydrated. And I'm going to talk about the importance of the minimum amount of water, as well as if it's possible to have too much water. And of course, why would I not struggle trying to get this open? Because it did not open correctly. So I did remove it. I pulled it wherever the little arrows were, but that didn't do it. So I'm going in with the scissors and cutting it that way so that I can get to the zipper part of it. There we go. And as you can see, it's still, even after cutting it, it's still a struggle. But then again, I struggle with everything. Here we go. And it does come with 16 of the packets, and these are in the lemon, I believe, lemon lime. So these are lemon lime, and I'm going to go ahead and pull out a packet. And I'm going to talk about the water first, and then I'm going to get into the liquid IV. So for the water, it is highly recommended 8 glasses of water per day to remain hydrated. However, there are some rules that go with that. If you are kind of wintertime for me is much less water, because I tend to feel bloated and at times even get a little swollen if I have too much water. 8 glasses are fine, but I cannot have more than 8 glasses because it does start affecting me physically. And now in the summer is one of those times that high activity, because now you're having warm weather. You're out in the garden, you're out playing in the lawn, or with the kids, playing soccer, playing basketball, going to soccer and basketball events, softball events, which is in my case. I do go to softball events at the park. So those are things that are keeping you active, because you're having to walk to different places, get a little bit more exercise, therefore requiring a little bit more hydration. Now, too much water. Too much water is absolutely something that can happen. And by drinking too much water, you tend to dilute your intake, especially your electrolytes. You tend to wash them out. And by too much water, I don't mean 1 or 2 glasses extra. I mean, there are people that will drink much more than 64 ounces. And depending on your activity level, of course, it is possible, because I know my trainer used to tell me that if I got a little bit more active, I would possibly need 120 ounces of water. I never required it because I'm not a weightlifter. I'm not into all of that stuff. So I did not extend my physical activity at the gym. So that did not require me to have 120 ounces of water. To me, that is way too much water. To some of these people that do body lifting and do strenuous exercises at the gym, that's quite possibly what they're able to do, especially when they have a lot of lean bodies. You do need a little bit more hydration. And this is not me. This is something that I found on one of the websites, that it is possible to drink more water without diluting your electrolytes. But that's if you're high activity. However, eating things with drinking things with electrolytes, taking in more nutrients that would possibly compensate for the loss of electrolytes, more bananas, because the loss of electrolytes can start leading into cramps in the muscle areas, arms, legs, sometimes the back. So that is something that you should be cautious of as well, is losing your electrolytes can start causing you to have cramps. Bananas are a good source of getting that replenished so that it can prevent the cramps because of the potassium. Now we're going to get into the liquid IV. And the liquid IV is one of those products that are out in the market, and I know a lot of people don't like them. They don't believe in them. I use them mostly if I know that I'm going to be very, very active throughout the day, if I am going to go to the gym, if I'm going to be out in the sun for extended periods of time, gardening, one of those times of gardening. If I know I'm going to be out doing some kind of exercise, I am going to drink one of these. If I drink too much water, I tend to feel nauseous or kind of tired, and I just kind of get weak and I have to come inside. A lot of times it is heat stroke or anything like that, excess heat. But more times than not, if I'm doing strenuous exercise and put too much water too fast, I tend to feel not so well. But for these, the hydration, it's electrolyte drink mix, which is what I had mentioned. It does replenish some of your electrolytes. It's a fueling life's adventure. Just like it says, a liquid IV, I just consider it kind of like a Pedialyte type thing when we're trying to hydrate a little quickly. It says 2 to 3 more hydration than water alone. 2 to 3 times more hydration than water alone. And that's where those 2 to 3 bottles of water equals the 1 packet. Then we have 3 times the electrolytes, so that gives you a little bit more electrolytes. It has 5 essential vitamins, which are, and it's B3, B5, B6, B12, and vitamin C. Then we have the great taste. And I love the taste. I know a lot of people do not. My daughter's one of them. She says she can taste the salt in it. And I think the salt is what I like about it, because I'm a salty person, not necessarily in a negative way, but I love salty type snacks. So to me, the salt does not bother me, the salt taste. And it's a natural lemon lime flavor. And the flavor doesn't overpower your water. So you're not going to go into a complete Kool-Aid type flavoring. That's not what this is going to give you. So don't expect that. It says it's our winning difference, and it says the breakthrough, and I'm just gonna put on my glasses because I'm gonna need them. The letters got a little too small for me, so let me go ahead and read you some more information on the liquid IV. And the reason I'm giving you all of this information, like I said, is because several people did have questions on it, not in a bad way, but they were just simply asking questions, and it quite possibly could have been that I did not explain it correctly at the beginning or when I did that unboxing. So it says, our winning difference is a breakthrough structure of cellular transport technology. It is an optimal ratio of nutrients that allows hydration rapidly into your bloodstream, hydrating you 2 to 3 times faster and more efficiently than water alone. And our mission, and I think the mission is one of the important things. It says our mission is, we're partnered with the LIV community to help save lives around the world. With each purchase you make, we donate a serving of liquid IV to someone in need. We are on a mission to help people live better lives everywhere. And you could not do it without, and we could not do it without you. That's them speaking. Together we will change the world. So that is just something that is pretty interesting, that there are still companies out there willing to pay it forward. So for every purchase that you make, they're also thinking of ways of helping other people by means of their product or by donations themselves. Hydration for performance, heat and sun, travel, and wellness. So like I said, liquid IV is just one of those things that I do take, not too often. Like I mentioned, only if I'm going to do excessive workout, because I do try to get the nutrients into my body the natural way, which is fruits, vegetables, things like that. So that's how I tend to get a lot of what I need in order to function on a daily basis. But you all know, if you're working out, if you're spending a lot of hours outside, there is a possibility of you needing additional electrolytes. So now we're getting to the water bottle itself, because there was a question on the water bottle, and the question was, can you see the water through the water bottle? Because it is a pretty dark color, and as you can see, looking at it on the camera, it actually looks almost metal-like, but it's not. It's actually a plastic. It's very thick, very deep shade, but there is the water. You guys can see, and I have not used the bottle. This is the first time I just added water for the effects. And that's where you get what each of these lines is for, which are ready, set, hydrate, wow, you got this, get ready to glow. And then it says, cheers, you're halfway there. And drink, drink, drink. And then we have sip, sip, hooray. And well done, now repeat. So this is going to get you from 8 a.m. to 2 p.m., which is the midpoint. At 2 p.m. you fill it up again and you go until 8 o'clock. So you're getting a 12 hours of hydration. And that is basically what I do. I just kind of follow the lines, because I do have a larger one that I take to work, because it does have the full 64 ounces straight in one bottle, not having to refill this one. So I usually take that one. This one's pretty good for trips to the park, like I mentioned in the video. Going out, if you're not going to be out for more than 3-4 hours at a time, this would be perfect, and you're not lugging around the whole 64 ounce larger bottle. So let's go ahead and remove the mask and get this going. And it felt amazing. And by bubble mask, I'm not gonna lie, I thought it was going to start bubbling, but it did not. So here we are, and it has a lot of essence, a lot. I can feel it really nice, and it's even to where I can get it into my neck area. Very, very nice. Okay, so that was my Mask Monday. Like I said, some information. If you continue to have questions, please don't hesitate to either send me a DM on Instagram. I'll be more than happy to guide you into different websites, if need be, to get more information on hydration. Or you can simply leave me a comment and I'll be more than happy to respond. For those of you, I did read your comments. I have not answered them yet. I am working on all of my comments. I read through them and then I go and respond. So I answered your questions on the video, but I will still definitely go and answer the questions in your comment. One thing that I wanted to mention, because I have mentioned it in some of my videos and I know sometimes it does slip. I had made changes to my shipping for packages, and I only ship twice a month, because I do struggle with getting to the post office, because I go into work before the post office opens and I get out of work after the post office opens. So I have to catch a break that I'm able to leave work to get that done, or do it on a Saturday. And here lately, Saturdays, I'm starting to have them off, but I'm still not consistent with having them off. And of course, the post office is only open till 11:30. And if I do work, I get out at 2 p.m. So that keeps me from shipping. So please keep in mind when you do have winnings, which on Wednesday I will be shipping all of the winnings that I had previously announced. I do ship in the middle of the month and then at the end of the month, so that I can get everybody that I need to get during those times. So whoever responded before the middle gets the middle. Whoever responded after that will get the end of the month. Not intending for you to have a delay in your packaging, but just I'd hope for understanding that I can't get to the post office all the time. Just thought I'd explain it once again, and I will continue to explain it every time I remember. So for those of you expecting packages, they will be shipping out on Wednesday. Wednesday I will be going in for a few hours, heading off and then going back later in the afternoon. So they will be ready for me to be able to get out of work, go ship them out. And I will definitely, if I can remember, send you all your tracking numbers, because I will have those available. So that is it. Happy Mask Monday once again, Mask Monday ladies, and everyone who decided to do a mask. Thank you all for joining me. I greatly appreciate it. Stay hydrated. It is essential for you to stay hydrated, especially in this heat. And I will see you all in the next video. Until then, stay safe, stay blessed, smile always. Bye.